Motherfucker, Tim Tebow with the climb Mount Kilimanjaro.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Detroit Lions. Michigan man Jake Moody to get us started, and we are underway from Ford Field. This taken in at the goal line, and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. He was brought down in the 26.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's gone. He gives this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Off play action. Here's Goff. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now it's gone. That one caught by Ross Dwellin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Fighting his way down to about the 55-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Out of the gun, Goff. Well, this is caught by Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stepped out behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Crosby-Barrett. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
3rd down and 6.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. So on 4th down, Washington get a call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This is taken at the 23. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change when all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire? Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On 1st down, it's Krosky-Barrett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. Looking for the cover, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
The kick is good.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
7, Lions nothing. Jake Moody to kick off.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe bring the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all year, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
42-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Finds Gibbs on the check down. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
2nd and 1. At the Commanders' 49.
On the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
Oh, quitter, chicken dinner. I'm gonna roll up one more. Stella. Hold on. Everybody fucking rolls on. Everybody get your roll on. Get your motherfucking roll on. What y'all gonna do, baby?
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital. We've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Commanders. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Right, rush up. Stop.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Outside. Watch out. Stop.
From the gun is Purdy. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
First, you try to run it. Second, you try to throw it. And both times, you end up behind your own line of scrimmage. Break out the coffee along the sideline. Get everybody a dose of caffeine because one side came to play, and the other better wake up.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
Get set, get set. Watch out. Over here. Yellow.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Takes it in at the 21. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
Ready.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Hot 70. Ready.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. This gets forward to around the 29. The Amador Lenore there on the stop.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Let's go now.
This is Jacory Kronsky-Merritt. In it for the first time. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Right up next to that line to gain.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that, which is kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Get it. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
You're going to run it in here with Kronsky-Merritt. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side.
Here we go, here we go.
Daniels to throw on 4th. He's caught by McLaurin. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets him the first.
Viking 18.
Daniels back to throw. It isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They have 2nd and pretty long here. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. From the gun, it's Daniels. It's caught. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down.
Ready? 19 target, 19 target, go!
To the air on 3rd and long. It's his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Come on, come on. Check the Eagles.
From the gun, a run for Krosky-Merritt. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Here we go, shot. Ready?
Daniels from the pistol. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete, so 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 starts. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so, and I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... ball can hit the ground on this side.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Ready?
Out of the gun, Daniels. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
Working inside the red zone. Brought in. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Cowboy 80.
Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down is going to end up in a loss of yards. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and at times stuffing the run.
Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Third and long for him here. Into traffic, complete. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
They go heavy on this first and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Krosky Merritt has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
49ers nothing. Jake Moody taking off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed out 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand-in-hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Get set, get set.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Mickey Pearsall. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Outside. Watch out. 21.
On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. The task gets tougher as they set up on 4th down. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Here's the final play of our first half.
Get set, get set. Right set. Over here. Yellow.
One final shot before the half. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Back. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 60, Panther 6, go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Frank Warner. And the 49ers will return this well into the red zone before he's brought down.
They'll take over in 1st and 10.
And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Outside. 18, watch out. Up.
They toss to McCaffrey, running left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Moving quickly, trying to get set. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And they shove him out before he can get upfield. 3rd down coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
Yeah, they've been doing it.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down.
Get set, get set. 18.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Escapes the pocket. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7.
Outside. Right around 7. 11. Yellow.
Looking to throw. Pass brought in by Jennings. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
18, watch out.
McCaffrey will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Offense to the line fast.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Francisco. The 49ers start the second half with some needed points. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready?
Back to work after throwing the pick. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready?
Give it to Krosky-Merritt. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by Fred Warner.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down.
Check. Cougar 19.
Running once again with Krosky-Merritt. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, third down. Working quickly here.
Brings up third down.
Fix the Eagles.
It's Krosky-Merritt on third. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And the Washington first down.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the fourth. First down from the 42.
Ready? 18 Cardinal.
To throw, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Let's go now. Hawk 70.
Second down and 10. Daniels. Completed to his running back. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 46.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go. 65, 60.
Daniels. Hurts reels it in. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
18 runs, go.
To the air again, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. He goes out a little short of the 40.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
Here we go. Set.
He's back to throw. It's caught by McLaurin. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Come on. Ready.
Krosky Merritt on 1st down. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Get it.
Krosky Merritt straight ahead. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just looking for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. The 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 49ers 14-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders in range for a game-winning score. Setting up, 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Lacking 18. Let go.
On the toss, here's Krosky Merritt. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. About 4 yards for him on that run. More distance than that left, though, on 3rd and goal. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Looking to throw it. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, but throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
A 27-yard attempt.
That one is good. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. Target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
He's going to have this one down to the 28. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the 49ers.
First down, and they go right back to it. Their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Gotta hurry this to the line.
That's another 49ers.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Setting up to pass. Good strike downfield to late. And look at the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Ready?
Here he goes, one final shot. This is for the ball game. Deflected. Oh, they couldn't bring it off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers. As with that, we sign off from D.C.
Got one more game in me.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on their Beltway rivals, the Washington Commanders. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Throwing now is Daniels. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted in second down.
Let's go now.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Buffalo 18.
To throw is Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 34.
Hey, middle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Now it's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. They're looking deep here for Flowers. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
He'll try to do it himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receiver took advantage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now thrown incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Daniels looking to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Come on. Hit. 60.
Here's Daniels. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jalen Lane, 49 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look at each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action now. Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 42-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Inside handoff, Henry. Well, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Jackson. And incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Raven.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll try and do this himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too.
They tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Looking to put a drive together.
The 50-yard line.
Bronco 80.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The 20, 5, and he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 50 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Jackson going to keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I
think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Jackson now. Wide open receiver complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10. Off the play fake. Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Down the right sideline. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Commanders have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 21, Ravens 17.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. Normally, you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
First down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. On the RP, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Hut, hut.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. To the air goes Daniels.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
That's Samuel, caught left side.
And he's going to have the Commanders' 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
To throw is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got it. It's Samuel.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown.
Quarter for the chicken dinner.